Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sigma. I'm your host here on the Tavern, and today we're here playing some Wildermyth. And now I know what you're thinking. What happened to the last Wildermyth campaign? Well, you should go see the video that just dropped on the channel a little bit ago, because that'll explain everything. And I am currently here recording another Wildermyth campaign, but I decided to do it a little bit differently than last time. Today, I'm dragging somebody along with me. So, hello, Warky. How are you doing today?
Just fine and dandy. As I realized, I forgot to grab water.
I mean, that's fine. If you want to grab water while I explain to these lovely people what...
Yeah.
Dude, it's important to hydrate.
Only on Sundays.
Fair enough.
Or days that end in Y.
That's every day.
No, it's never tomorrow.
Tomorrow isn't a day of the week.
Of course it is. There's today, yesterday, and then there's tomorrow.
So just in case you guys missed out on the last Wildermyth videos, Wildermyth is a very cool, almost Dungeons and Dragons style, story-driven role-playing game where it's on a board. It's got kind of a very paper cutout vibe, but the music is excellent, the story writing is excellent, just everything about this game is amazing, and I highly recommend it. Link to its Steam page in the description, as well as a couple of other things. So let's get into a enduring war. Let's get into an enduring war campaign, and let's introduce some characters.
There's a leak in my bottle.
That's not good. So we have three different characters here. We have Darla, we have Tessa, and we have Lysandra. I created Darla. Warky created Tessa, and we kind of co-designed Lysandra. So we'll run through them really quick. Darla is a future warrior. It's Darla Oceanslay. She is thorny, proud, and has wanderlust. Tessa Mayfield is rather distant. She's lucky, and there's something mysterious about her. And then finally, there's Lysandra Havenmark, and she's a dreamer who has good integrity and keeps physically fit. So, with these three adventurers, we shall begin the never-ending war. Now, I've played a campaign in Wildermyth. Warky has not. And by the way, if you don't recognize his voice, he plays Edward in Over Under, and he played Narsor in Oblivion. So it's cool. It's good to have you, my good sir. So we're gonna turn up the game.
I hope it's good to have me. Otherwise, what am I doing in two of your campaigns?
On that note, if you guys want to see him leave, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to have more people get thrown out of campaigns. No. Okay, let's go ahead and start this thing. It takes a bit of time to
This is how the revolt begins.
Together. Oh my god. Okay, 1,000 years earlier. Fantastic music. Fantastic. Hopefully it doesn't come through too strong on the recording afterwards. Okay, 1,000 years earlier, let's see, Wanrick. I don't have dyslexia. I just am bad at reading. The initial limbs were a success, and I am confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Ooh, it's in different colored font. That's never a good thing. Cathidia. You can't be serious. Let's see. Click. There were things they told us of, things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves, don't delve too deep. Could be Morgothi down there. Sometimes built little figures. I sometimes built little figures out of clock pieces and wondered, Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. That they can. It's dark. Okay. Krark. This has been Sound Effects with Sigma. You're welcome. Until suddenly they can't be concealed in the dark. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. It says,
Failed
run!
his stealth check.
Yes, definitely did. And they did not succeed their, they succeeded their armor class throws. Or no, they had better armor class, excuse me. I've never seen anything that moved like that. The gate was almost a combination of, hey Darla, if you want something to study. Oh, there's more of them. Yay. Those who can't fight, make sure those who can fight, make sure those who can't are safe. I see. See, grab whatever you can swing. Okay, what am I grabbing? Because I control Darla and you control Tessa, but we kind of co-control Lysandra. So, let's see. Grab something, whatever you can swing. Well, I'm definitely not crushing on your character. You know, redhead vibe going on. Don't tell me what to do, Mom. The flat phase. Alright, weapon, right. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. Alright. Now this is gonna be fun. Alright, so Stoicism. All heroes have +1 armor and warding. And these are the kind of enemies we will be expecting. So the Spectic. Gears crick and knuckles crack. It's one of the one grasping claw reaches and strains. And then Sommelier. Hissing tubes, gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. Alliteration. Okay. So, welcome to Wildermyth. So, this is a grid-based, turn-based battle game. I am going to very quickly. Alright, so I will move my character first, Darla. So okay, so basically, Warky, you are familiar with XCOM, yes?
Yes.
Okay, it is very similar to XCOM. You've got a grid, there's a cover system where you have better protection if you're standing behind things that offer you cover. It says good cover for adjacent figures, partial cover for adjacent figures. You can attack scenery, you can move, you can strike, and then depending on your different classes, like I believe you grabbed a bow, so you have a ranged attack as well. So I'm going to move myself into this house and see if there's anything in there. And then anything that you see is a swift action down there, indicated by the feather. That is essentially an action you can take for free. And then any diamonds cost a movement or action point. And then when it has a red kind of sub-diamond in the middle, it means it's going to end your turn. So I'm going to open the door, Is there anybody home? No. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna kinda... I'm gonna move in here then. The other door is closed. Okay. So the green, if we're translating it to kind of XCOM spink, think of the green as your blue move, where it only costs 1 movement, and then the yellow is your yellow move, where it costs both of your action points.
The door right next to us. Let's go see what's in there.
That one?
Ooh.
To the left?
Yeah.
Okay. To the left it is. Nothing is in there. So that means that they're probably, the enemies are probably chillaxing over here and over there.
So we're gonna use that barricade right there for cover.
Right there?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Alright, let's get Tessa out here. She's gonna... I think she's gonna try and use the well as partial cover, and she'll chill out right there. Alright, now it's the enemy's turn. We'll see how far they can move. Oh no. Bone Link. What the heck is Bone Link? Gains armor and blocking nearby allies. Huh, that's weird. Okay. So I'm a fighter, and I am nowhere near the front line. So I am going to move up to here and hopefully have some cover. Yeah. About that.
We're gonna move back around the cover, and then we're gonna do some shooty pew pews. Yeah. No. Yeah, there.
Okay, do you want to shoot at the green one or the crab thingy? Because you have a higher chance to hit the crab thingy, I will say.
Yeah, but both of us have played XCOM. We know that doesn't mean anything.
True enough.
What do you mean by shot that is flanking them in their face only has a 65% chance to hit?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like whatever Bone Link is. That has implications I'm not prepared to deal with. Shoot crab.
2 damage, 2 blocked. Okay. Do we want to move her up all the way, or do we want to kind of draw them in, do you think?
They have ranged attacks, so they might not push up.
This is true.
So you might have to rush up.
Okay. Then let's do it. Ooh, that was a good one. Nice hit. Oh dear. 1 armor shredded though. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna move her up in preparation for the next turn. Alright, on you.
No, we're just gonna shoot the crab again.
Okay, from there.
Yeah.
Nice job. And by the way, let's see, there is... So when you're next to an ally, you kind of gain a defensive buff as well, and it chains. So if somebody's right here, and then there's somebody right here, and somebody right there, all 3 of them get the defensive bonus. So, that's cool. Strike. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. We did it.
Oh, that might be copyrighted.
Nah, surely not. Okay. Do I want backslam? Okay. Knock an enemy away. Deal 2 damage to all other foes within range. Vigilance. Vigilance is good. Okay. You're turning into a hunter. Alright. You can read the different abilities. You do not have to read them out loud. Wait, actually, can you see the text? I don't know how well it translates over Discord.
As long as the screen isn't moving, I can see it fine. What does hobbled do?
Okay, 2 hobbled. So let's hover our cursor and see. Speed temporarily reduced. I will say, for some reason, a lot of things seem to be on fire constantly. So, Ember Arrows is something that
I was looking at that like...
Ooh, yeah. Crippling Strikes, though, that's every single time you shoot somebody.
What does Shred do?
You could be the Mimi Skyrim dude that shoots the person that takes an arrow to the knee. What does what do? I'm sorry.
So Shred removes 1 armor, right?
Yes. But that's only when you fire with a flaming arrow.
Crippling Strike.
She's turning into the mage. Lovely. Okay, so... here we have Open Mind, which is... okay, interfusing, basically, grants extra health to mages. So when a mage interfuses with different objects, they gain that object's health, and whenever that mage takes damage, that object takes damage instead. They can also destroy that object in different forms of attacks. Like, it's like basically like force grab something, like force grab a bookshelf and make the books fly off the shelf at the person next to them. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Vigor Flow for each interfused object, Lyssandra's physical damage attack. So whenever, for everything that she's connected to, she gains 2 damage. Interfused objects take 1 damage whenever a physical attack is used. Okay, and then Spirit Blade, when allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain +1 damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant nearby allies fire attacks. I think I'm torn between Spirit Blade and Open Mind. What do you think?
When in doubt, roll a d2.
I've got a d20 here. Let's
got a
go.
D2 here.
It's called a coin tech.
Oh, it's called telling the bot to roll a d2.
I mean, that's also true. 1 for Open Mind, 2 for Spirit Blade.
We're going with 2.
Alright, Spirit Blade it is. Armor, okay, let's see. I'm going to be up front, so I think I'll take the armor, if you don't mind. Actually,
Yeah.
no. Oh, she's only got 1 armor, though. So, okay, are we going to go with min-max, or are we going to go with balanced? Because I feel like there needs to be kind of a balance of both, where if somebody really needs armor, we give them armor, versus Darla's going to be the tank, and she's going to be up front. So, you play a little bit more Dungeons and Dragons than I do, so what do you think? If you have an opinion.
I'd say give it to Darla.
Okay.
The wizard is doing wizard things. They shouldn't need armor.
True enough. First order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though, we can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this. Not when it could be happening elsewhere. Lyssandra's right. Trivialities don't matter anymore, like who still hasn't returned whose copy of Foothill Stories. See, it's this back and forth. Yeah, histories. Thank you. Gosh. Maybe I do have dyslexia and I just don't know it. God. Or maybe it's the fact that it's 1:30 in the morning. I didn't say that. No, it's not. It's 1:30 in the afternoon or morning. Who knows? Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Welcome to Time is a Construct.
Time is a construct. It doesn't matter. Okay.
If I say it's 5 a.m., it's 5 a.m. And if I say it's 3 p.m., it's 3 p.m.
Have to rise up to meet this. We'll hunt them, we'll find them, and we will kill them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. A name for frightened folks to hold close. I was thinking... No, that one actually kind of sounds cool. That one's weird. Let's see. Alright, you've got to come up with the second half.
The Guild of Questionable Morals. Yeah.
Feels deeply right. No.
Yes.
No. No. No, no. Please, no. The Guild of Here follow the tales of the Guild of Questionable Morals. I hate myself already, but this is fine. Okay, calamities. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. Card is added to the Morgothi deck. The deck is now more dangerous. So, after every encounter, after every battle, like the one we just had, a new card will get added to one of these decks of cards. These are the different enemy factions that are out there in the world. So we will now run into these guys in addition to the kinds of monsters we just ran into in the previous battle. So now what we have to do is we have to basically... We can choose to remain as a party or split up, but there are a few things that you should know about world traveling. There are no good examples here right now, but basically over time, if gone unchecked, different areas of the map will become... what's a good word for it? They'll become infested. That's what they use. They'll become infested, which means if groups of 2 or of 1 to 2 people walk through an infested territory, like just travel through it, there's a chance they might get ambushed. To counter that, you can patrol a territory with heroes in order to combat that infestation and clear the land of that infestation. So right now, what we're trying to do is clear all hostile sites, and we're trying to find and locate the Amos Smithery. So I want to go for this guy right here, the recruitment opportunity. That's what I want to do. However, if
Oh yeah, we always need a bigger party.
you want to stay and do that, you think that's what we should do?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Done. Those guys are already. Let's go. Nice. New recruit. Felicia Dome. We'll be right back after we customize this fine individual. Alright, and we have returned.
Oh.
Yes, we have returned with totally not a shameless self-promotion to the Over Under podcast, Edward Rian. So let's recruit him for 3 legacy points. I think that's a good expenditure of legacy points. It didn't take long to trek back to Kestrel Breadth, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. Nod. Wait. It's you from the heroes. Right, anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. I get that a lot. Everything alright? Of course you would get that a lot. Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Kestrel Breath so far, but I heard those things you said, the talk of glory and victory, and I'm sure someone mentioned treasure at some point. And it stuck with me more than I thought. Is that how we put it? Possibly. Forming a company of heroes can get one a little fired up. That it can. You were right, though. With the biggest risks come the biggest rewards, and I feel ready for a risk bigger than which field should the turnips go in this year. Well, we could use another fighter on our side of your game. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you offered. And I can see you have excellent judgment in recruiting, so that's a big plus. Edward, you are trying... Let's see. Your character is trying to flatter your character, which strikes me as something you would do in a Dungeons & Dragons game.
Why not flatter myself? Nobody else is going to.
Let's see, far be it.
Biggest oofus.
Yes. Alright. I think it's only fair that you... although, I mean... an argument could be made for Hunter or Mystic. He's definitely, in the campaign, he's definitely not a warrior, like melee class. He is definitely either a ranged attack class or a Mystic, which I'm more inclined to say that he would, if we're going by what he is in over-under, he would be a Mystic, but I'm going to let you take him, and I'll kind of... I'll wrangle Lysandra and Darla, and you can be in charge of Edward and Tessa.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Hunter. Because the ranged attack is good.
Alrighty, and so now this is our Calamity card. So, once we hit a Calamity, another the monsters will get another card. Like Calamity card. So now we start time and we see what happens. With all 3 training, it should not take very long at all. Okay, recruit prepared. Edward is ready for adventure. And he's a greenhorn hunter. So you tell me, my good sir. Rogue, Ember Arrows, or Fox Flight? If I remember correctly, you chose the arrow to the knee ability for
So
Tessa.
I think we're gonna go with Ember Arrows on Edward, because Magic Bullet.
Correct. Alright. Then now that this is settled, I think that we should start, we either need to prepare defenses, because since this is the only town, we're not on a hardcore game, but late in the campaign, when the world starts chucking what's basically invasions at us, where monsters will storm through tiles until they reach a town, at which point they will destroy the town. I think early game investing in some defenses might not be a bad idea. So, let's see, I almost said me. Darla and Lysandra will stay in Kestrel Breath and try to build up some defenses. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, you can choose to go explore or stay with us. It's totally up to you. I'm going to prepare some
I think we're going to do a silly, and we're going to split the party.
That's okay by me.
I would like to explore the surrounding area and scout it.
Okay. Alrighty, tier 1 defense is built, and I think I shall assist you in that job. Oh dear. Okay. The Elderina Waterworks. I think let's... Oh my god. Gather. Alright. Do you want to continue exploring? Oh, there's a bridge across the river, or a mountain pass. That is awesome. Do you want to try and take this on, or do you want to continue kind of exploring?
Yeah, sure. Let's try and take it on.
Okay.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
I don't know. Tune in next week to find out on Dragon. But I ain't gonna finish that because that's copyright. But
yes,
look
on
it up
Dragon. Tune in
on Dragon on Wildermyth. Yeah. So seriously though, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead and kind of turn down the audio so you can actually hear me. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, then subscribbles, the whole like spiel that every YouTuber gives that I really don't want to give because I hate it. But over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see our Twitter, our Facebook, our Patreon, which has a couple different tiers that will get you in on our Discord, as well as early access to episodes like these and early access to podcast episodes. And then, of course, our YouTube. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so that you can hear when the next episode of Wildermyth drops. So until then, we look forward to seeing you around. Till next time, bye-bye.